Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namcraft and welcome to the potentially final set in the fight between Bisu and Lava as part of ASSN 20 quarter final number 4. So far, Lava is just slowly losing the game. I mean, it's slowly losing the grip on the realities here. And just like the game between Effort and Snow in the quarterfinal number 2, Effort put up, at least one set won by him, right? But slowly he just could not compete. He could just not dominate. And Bisu's multitasking is out of this galaxy. It's so insane, the kind of multi-core, like, it's not even like 8 cores, it's like 32 core, 64 core that Bisu is analyzing the situation with. Anyways, let's talk about this game. It's gonna be knockout, and this map is dope. This map is so good for Protoss. Let me just quickly show the map stop. There it is, the best map for Protoss you could ever hope for. 52% win rate. So if Bisu wins here, it's over. And we will have Soma versus Bisu, Barax versus Snow, which will be next week, an insane semi-finals, to be honest. And I'm gonna be looking forward to someone finally dethroning Soki for good. I mean, he's already dethroned for the round of 24, but 2016. But finally confirming that we have a new champion. It's gonna be a very, very nice sight. So if you are here right now, let's just assume that Bisu wins this set. Maybe not this set, but this entire series. Who do you think will win the ESL? Please just pause the video, reflect, and leave a comment. And that will also help push down the spoiling comments as well, because if this is the final set, maybe many people will come and say, "Boo, I knew it. Bisu so good, and Lava, get out of here, blah, blah, blah." By the way, I had to ban one of the commenters yesterday because his comment was like really, really nasty and spoiling. And I told him to unspoil his comment, but he just keep on challenging me. You can do that in real life. If you meet me, you can beat me, but on my channel, I make the rules. I'm like the agents in the Matrix, man. And you are just Neo, but you have not yet reached enlightenment. You are just in your training stage. Anyways, cannon coming down, and this is a fake. No, this is not a fake. There's an actual forge behind this, and Bisu has shown some variation in his playstyle, because in previous game he's going all for gateway opening, but this time around he's gonna be going for this build. This drone is gonna escape. There will be a cannon coming out. Bisu is trying to complete the wall, but looks like the drones are blocking nicely. Bisu could only put on one cannon. He loses a probe though. He loses a probe, so this rush is not so strong. It doesn't have a second probe to stop the drone from putting down a sunken. And Bisu might send out a second probe, and already we have Lava quite much in the lead here. Of course, there's still be a few engagements, and drone is gonna have to pay attention, because I'm sure the Overlord has spotted the second probe. But there's gonna be a cannon. The second cannon will cover. Excuse me. The Sunkens will cover the one of the pylons, and with that cannon will get destroyed, and the game is gonna go back. The drones are looking for the second probe moving across the map. Try to stop it, but if it gets across, it's gonna glitch onto the mineral patch. Now the question is, where can I put down the cannon? We'll put down right here, and he pulls the drone back. Interestingly enough, he pulls the drone back. There could be a Zerling counter attack. Did Bisu make a cannon? I think Bisu made a cannon. He did make a cannon, but there's a lot of Zerlings here. I think it's going to be impossible. I don't know. But where would the Zerlings attack? I guess they will attack the top cannon, the top pylon. But there's an Overlord. And Zerlings have moved across the map, and Bisu is trying to spot them. He's making sure that the Zerlings are staying home, and indeed they are staying home. They will try to engage here. There's two probes probably to attack, not the pylon, but the Zerlings. He's not attacking. I guess it doesn't really change much, and this rush has ended. But at least Bisu forced a lot of Zerlings. And behind this, we're going to be having a third hatchery at the 9 o'clock position. So this game will stabilize. And on this map, knockout is impossible to do a 3-hatch Hydra bus. It's so hard against that high ground position. But Bisu has kind of delayed his tech as well. So that's going to be a problem. And he has decided not to send his probe on high ground. He had a chance. He had an opening there when the Zerlings were attacking the pylon, but now he is no longer in that position. He's gonna have to back up and play the guessing game. Bisu sent somebody close to the mine and main percent. I like this timing. Way too often the Protoss player, or even all of the players, all of the races, send the probes to the new base in the wrong timing. They usually send it too late. I've never seen a lot of them sending it early, but you sending it too late is usually the very normal behavior here. But anyways, Zerlings might get past it because there's only a single cannon. The probes are not. So what is Bisu doing? Oh my god, he's putting them a little bit too late. He would trap one probe. No, 3 Zerlings are in the main. The Zealot need to get made right now. And behind this, Bisu would try to micro hard. And he needs to make sure his probe gets inside of the main to see exactly the state of the tech. If you can do that, then maybe losing a few probes in the main is not a big of a problem, because Bisu is definitely a very good micro tasker. Micromanagement and multitasking And there's the hydrant. Keep in mind, let's take a look at the minimap to see whenever that probe will actually get inside the main. It's going to be a good attack here. One probe will fall, possibly. Maybe the Zerlings are still alive. They're still quite healthy. And Bisu has lost his scouting probe. He could not micro good enough here. And one more Zerling dies. Only one Zerling remained here. But again, like I told you, this is knockout. This map is not easy to go for 3 hatch Hydra Bus against a high ground position. Anyways, that probe to get micro upon by the probe is going to be a lot faster than using the Zealot. Anyways, drone's getting sent towards the third base, and we're looking at the 5th minute and 36 of the game. Bisu's got 34 supply, Lava's got 26. That Zerling is buying some time, and this Zealot will actually create a bit of a problem here for Lava because he's busy microing the Zerling. He's forgotten that there's going to be a threat of counter attack. And as you can see, there's an Overlord out here to spot, but this Overlord, maybe he doesn't see it or doesn't expect it. A drone goes down, a 4th hatchery comes up, and the game is going to get very interesting because we don't... Okay, there's going to be some hydrants, and this is going to be a temporary relief here a little bit from Lava. He's not going to try to push that hard, and he's going to just use it as a springboard to transition into a 4-base economy. The 5, 6, 2, 9 build, or whatever is the number of drones you need to have in each hatchery when you're going to be going for this build. Anyways, we're seeing the second Zealot, and the second Zealot would try to support this first Zealot. He would possibly just kill a few Zerlings, and that's it. Looks like that Zealot's going to be waiting for the rest of the forces to come out and dive in a little bit later. The Zealot is just going to die here, so that's going to be the end of that. And there's, of course, there's a very much superficial attempt here by the Corsair to go and attack that Overlord. Some cannons coming up, but like I told you, this map is knockout, and High just doesn't have range upgrade yet. Not yet, I think. So they can attack and maybe attack the Forge once the cannon's complete. It's going to be hard to attack the Forge. And I was very surprised. I thought it's going to be better to build the cannon right here, but he builds it a little bit backwards. Can you guys explain that? I feel like that cannon should have built a little bit forward, but he builds it a little bit backward. Maybe on this map it's okay because, you know, the Hydras don't have vision of the high ground anyway. Anyways, the Zealot, I like the Zealot from Bisu waiting in the map and waiting for the right moment. He should not need to move out right now. He just need to wait. The Corsairs want to confirm that there are 4 bases. That would be something he wants to confirm here. But he starts to move towards the 9 o'clock position. There are 3 Hydras waiting for him. And the Corsair returns. Looks like Lava plans an actually at just the right moment to actually fool Bisu into thinking that there's nothing else beyond that. And they would not have some consequences in this game. I'm not so sure. Because now the Forge can get targeted. Okay, it looks like with the Overlord vision, he can actually still see that area, and the upgrade of Forge will fall. Very unfortunate for Bisu has cancelled the upgrade. The Corsairs is still looking around, and there's going to be new additional hatcheries come up. And looks like this is a hidden hatchery from Lava, right? Because on the surface, it looks like 5 hatch, but it's not. It's not 5 hatch. It's something like 6 hatch. And there's going to be a robo. What is Bisu's plan? I guess he's looking forward to go for a dart drop of some sort. And there's going to be a replacement Forge and more precision chamber coming out, so the game is going to stabilize a little bit here. We're looking at the 8-minute mark of the game. The Corsairs is still looking around, but he doesn't know about the presence of additional hatcheries. Oh my god, this is very, very ballsy from Lava. And he built a hatchery. It's just, if you recall in that instant, at the 9 o'clock position, he built a hatchery that was supposed to be a 6th hatchery, but that was all. I mean, Miso thinks it was his 5th hatchery only. And the Corsairs is only that. Oh, look at this! Lava's gone away with 1 more hatchery than usual, and Bisu is not there to scout. This base got way too many drones, man. I think Lava has done a good job of deception. There's going to be a a shadow coming out here with us. Maybe he's going to be dropping a dart up there. What is the plan? He will get spotted by some Zerling. That is so unfortunate from Bisu. He turns back and did Lava see. Lava has seen the shadow, man. Lava is a god of StarCraft. He has seen everything. And I guess, okay, this Corsair will need to take a look at the other base. I mean, he is not going there. He needs to go there now. Does he see the creep? I think with that Corsair, he needed to see this creep, right? Anyways, the dropship is going to go in, and of course, there's still some openings here, but the Overlords have been returning. So it's going to be very hard. I think Bisu has got some forces there, and it's going to be a single data drop only, and now the Overlord has spotted it. There are some Hydras waiting already, and it gets stopped. He takes 1 kill, 2 kills, maybe 3 kills. He's going to run around to the left side and hide behind the mineral patches. The Overlord don't have speed. It's going to take a while for, you know, those guys to come across. He's going to get a few drones on the gas. He gets 1. He gets only 3 total. And so that is not that much of the damage here. Bisu is still leading by about 8 supply, but the number of drones on the 4th base is very alarming. And Bisu is not scouting. I don't think he saw that. There could be another drop coming up soon. I'm not so sure, but Bisu is not yet moving on. Finally, that shuttle gets spotted. He's going to have to back up now. And I think now Lava feels like he has enough army to come out and confront Bisu. The Shadow is hiding on the backside. The Zealot is looking for that presence, and he will now see the additional hatchery, and Bisu is going to be very surprised that there are some hatcheries here. And not only that, there's a lot of forces, Hydras. And so I think Bisu is in some serious trouble. He's still on his 2 base stack, and his mid-game push will meet with a lot of resistance compared to the previous game. Anyways, some Dragoons coming out, so at least Bisu can try to take the high ground. Keep in mind that on this map, Knockout, it's easy to defend as a Protoss player with 2 bases, but it's so hard to take your 3rd base. Your 3rd base will be attackable from 3 different angles, and it's tough, man. Anyways, Bisu is going to try to come across now, but Lava's strong economy is going to provide a nice springboard for him to go for the counter offensive, and Bisu's going to back up. He's got like 6 Dragoons. Okay, now he's got a few more. Of course, he's going to be looking forward to go for a nice attack. But if Bisu is able to come back here, I mean, it's only a testament as to how strong his will is, right? His Hydra is doing very good. And I think Lava would really benefit from a Mutualist switch right now. Mutualist switch would be great. It would be an amazing addition to his strategies, to his toolbox. Anyways, Bisu's gonna expand on this base. Keep in mind that this base is a little bit similar. This map is a little bit similar to Polypoint. The 3rd base doesn't have any gas. It is not really something that you want to have. Anyways, a small engagement. Bisu doesn't actually want to trade his army here. He want to invite the Hydras towards the home area when actually use the Storm to the full potential. These Hydras are being microed very clumsy, but Lava has got a lot for us. The dropship drops some Zealot though, just to create a diversion tactic. And looks like Lava is not responding in kind. Some Hydras getting dropped, and Lava is not really microing his forces correct. Good Storm by Bisu, but Lava has pulled the rest of his forces back. There's going to be reinforcement from this side. Bisu needs to make sure he saves some of his Storm for the reinforcements. He's got 4 Hydras. How much Storm does he have? I'm not so sure. He is storming some random forces, and his armies are thinning out. He's going to try to cast a few more Storm. He only has 2 more Hydras to remove. He might do it from a few more Storm, but it looks like the trades are much more favorable in Bisu's, and he's winning by his sheer will. Lava should be benefiting from a much better economy, but Bisu is the one with the better micro, army control, army composition, and star sense here. Great attack. The Archon buys so much time, and Lava's falling apart. Lava's falling apart, but it's supposed to be having much better economy with a lot more drone saturations. And Bisu is attacking. He had a few more energy to go for storms, possibly. I'm not so sure. That hybrid, I'm not so sure how much energy he's got, but reinforcement from Bisu. Keep in mind that behind this, Bisu is just recently expanded, so Lava still has a chance to come back if he actually stopped this attack, but he could not. He could not, and now Bisu will have the high ground advantage. Any forces coming from the low ground will eat a lot of storms, and Zealot and whatnot. The Archon is still alive, and GG from Lava. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bisu, the semi-finalists. So it's going to be Bisu versus Soma, and Barracks. This is so. If you enjoyed this cast so far, feel free to buy me a copy of the internet. It's going to be individual decisions soon. Bye-bye.